throw that kickstand down, pop a cold one, and sit back and relax. It's time for the John and Heather Show, featuring John and Heather Toto, Florida's favorite biker couple, documenting the biker lifestyle and bringing you the latest in events and interviews from the biker world. And now, here's John and Heather.
Hey, it's the
John and
Heather Show coming to you and you over there. Don't run away. Come right back here. Your mama told you. She said you better come right back. Coming to you live from
our production studio, riding with that fine bunch born to ride.
And many more coming to you live. We love you all. So happy to see you this Tuesday night, everybody. We are really happy. We are rocking the show. We are back from Daytona Bike Week and back from Nature Coast, Florida Nature Coast Bike Fest.
Yes, we had a great time. It's what I love about Nature Coast Bike Fest is you don't have to drive far.
No, we don't.
It's the one
20 minutes away.
It's the not even. It's the one that we don't even have to drive.
We
far
rode the first day, and it was great.
Yeah, we rode out there, and it was nice being able to ride into a venue and not be tired from the ride out there, and it's right around the corner. A lot of our friends that, I normally hang out with and whatnot and see around were there. And it's nice because the Rat's Hole Bike Show is always a fun bike show to go to. Anything with the Rat's Hole is always great. I didn't put my bike in this year. Sometimes I feel a little bit uncomfortable that if I'm hosting one of the events and
usually, it's not customary.
It's not customary because if I do win a trophy, there could be favoritism. But there wasn't because Rat's Hole was judging. We had nothing to do with Rat's Hole, but people don't understand that. But it was a really good contest. A lot of nice bikes went out there. We got a couple videos in a little while we're going to show you. It has a lot of the people and the bikes and all the pictures. We took thousands of pictures there, and Heather was nice enough to go ahead and put them into some quicks and some reels and some things like that we'll be showing here in a little while. But I just loved the Nature Coast Bike Fest. And let's see, the Ragu was there. The Big
Ragu was there.
Stepchild, he was our MC. The Bearded Brothers went up there and performed, and they were awesome. Ozzy Tribute Band, just all the vendors, the food. Heck, I went to Fat Daddy's twice in a row to get my gyros because I love those things. I don't know. And they had a combo gyro too that was beef, chicken, and lamb. And I'll tell you right now, they actually made for a really, really good combo. What did you like about it, baby?
Hold on 1 minute, baby. I like a lot of things about it, baby. I'm just trying to read what that says. I can't read the small print.
Okay.
Are you able to read it?
Yes, I am.
Oh, it's nothing to worry about, right?
Not really.
Okay, great. What I like about it, I like the food, honey.
Well, you always like the food. You're a bottomless damn pit.
I love the food.
For a skinny chick, you eat like a horse.
Find us. If you could please find us live.
Sure.
And just bring it to us.
Sure,
I love the food. I totally enjoy all of the food from all the different places. For me, I love eating. And for me, eating is something that is enjoyable. So I had ice cream. I had French fries. I had a steak sandwich. I had chicken fingers. What else did I have? God, I can't even remember. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, that we brought ourselves, though. I had likes those Uncrustables things that you get for kids. That literally is just a little PB&J that's round that they cut the edges off so there's no crust on them. Yeah, this feeds like a big kid.
I eat all the time. So it was great food, man. It was great food, great people.
Atmosphere.
It was really, and the vendors. There was a ton of vendors. So we had a great time. We'll show you some videos, some shorts we have. We'll show you in a minute. But we're going to tell you a little bit about our guest tonight. We've got a special guest this evening. We've got Sloan.
The traveling bartender. Man travels the U.S. from rally to rally, going about and bartending. Now, a lot of times you see that the ladies do this. I know a lot of female bartenders that literally travel the biker circuit And they're rally girls. They go and they serve drinks, they bartend, and make a good living doing that. But very rarely do you see a guy do it.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
And a guy that looks as good as
that's
he
how
does.
that's how he can do it. If you're a good
Excuse me.
No, well, if you're, the ladies do it. I mean, if you think about it, this is like another part of the biker industry here. Is you have the shot girls, you have the bartender girls, the girls that show up for all the bikini contests. You know, because I know women that just travel from venue to venue for the hot body bikini contest because there's a prize to it. Like the Cackleberry that we had just came back from Bike Week.
Yeah, and
had $1,000 bikini contest for the
yeah,
women.
and all those girls that came in from all the different rallies.
From all the different rallies, or girls from all around town that are bartending in other areas or work the clubs or whatever else, all came down for the hot body Daisy Duke bikini contest, especially when
for $1,000.
$1,000, yeah.
Yeah.
I watched Taz pay her out. It's all legitimate. That's
Exactly.
no joke.
We saw it.
No joke. You win those contests, you do legit get paid out. You gotta wait till after, you get done with everything there. But yes, I've watched them pay them out. It's all legit. And these girls do that. And that's part of the industry, to just go from rally. I mean, if you want to make a living, do your own thing, have your own, time frame, be your own boss. I mean, and you're young, you're not married, why not? You're good looking.
Yeah.
Why
not?
Why
not travel and make money?
Well, this guy does that too. I mean, he's a handsome fellow, so he could go around,
And he gets to travel
and
see and go to kind of like what we like to do.
Yeah, he has his
but he does it and probably more so than we do.
Mm-hmm.
We pick our rallies and he picks his too.
He travels the U.S. in a travel van.
He works his and we travel ours in a motor coach. He travels his in a van.
Well, if it was just me or it was just you and we had to do this.
I'd do it.
We wouldn't need a big vehicle. I mean, just
going
around in the Sprinter that's all set up to hang out, to sleep in and stuff. Why not?
Exactly. But we prefer the motor coach and the dogs and the bikes.
Well, yeah. I mean, but if you have no dogs, you don't have family, not say family, but you're not married, and you just want to be able to go around. Why not? I mean, because I always found that to be an interesting thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Want to show everybody a video?
Yeah, let's show a video. Let's rock a video. Short. Let's rock 1 tonight. Right here.
That was some of our favorite bands up there too. That was Twisted Minds Incorporated, Shovelhead, Element 7, and
Leaving Eden.
Leaving Eden. Those are the
Yes.
bands that were featured in that video right there, and a little bit of the bikini contest, and you know how the girls get down to pasties and everything else. Fire the cameraman.
Fire the cameraman.
Oh yeah, people don't understand.
Fire that cameraman.
Yeah, people don't understand. And this is one thing you gotta understand. What happens is that when we're filming the wet t-shirt contests, and I know all of our fans out there love watching the girls,
and you guys
get
want to
naked.
see the titties.
You do, but unfortunately, Facebook administration don't. So,
And the community standards does not allow me to show
nipple,
titties, nipples.
anal
I
cleft.
can't show nipples, and I cannot show ass crack.
That's
So-
anal cleft is how they put it.
Exactly. So when the shirts come off
There's
and
the
the pasties
camera
come off,
doing this.
I have to spin the camera around
we had
when
that-
I'm doing the live feed.
And we had this one guy start yelling, "Fire the camera!" We had like 150 on the stream at one time, and he's like, "Fire the cameraman!" The one
and that's
comment.
me. I'm the cameraman during the live.
But we have to
feed.
maintain our
Fire
website,
me.
the Cackleberry website, and all that other stuff, and they all understand because unfortunately,
I have to protect what I've built up.
We can't.
Yeah.
So if the guy out there is watching that says "Fire the cameraman,"
I'm
that's
sorry,
the reason
buddy.
why, and we even put a comment up there explaining why. So most people do understand that. Oh, we got our buddy Al Lights John.
hi, Al.
Hey, Al, that's a good friend of the show.
How are you, Al?
That's right.
Stick with us throughout the evening, buddy. We've
Yep.
got a great guest this evening.
Yep.
And we love you. We love having you on. Thank you, Al. All right, we got another wonderful video we're going to show you from Nature Coast. This is from this weekend when we were out at the Florida Nature Coast Bike Fest. So let's show you this one.
I was raised in the rust, built tough as nails, where the wind cut sharp and the weak boys bail. I felt the dirt, I've tasted steel, but I ain't never bowed and I never will. Got a backbone carved out of red clay pride, and a fire that don't quit when it's tested or tried. You can bet your last dime and your name on a stone. This fighting heart don't break, it owns. I was built for this, for the blood and sweat, for the long shot odds and the no-name bet, for the nights that burn and the mornings rough, for the pain that pounds but ain't ever enough. Yeah, I'm cut from the grit, from the hammer and hiss. You can't stop what was born for the risk. I'm not just standing, I exist, 'cause I was built for this. Don't need luck when the storm rolls in. I ride that thunder like it's born within. Been down to nothing, still I rose, with nothing but truth in my callous soul. Ain't no map for the path I ride, just a six-gear faith and a flame inside. You can count me out, but you'll count wrong. I don't crack, I just get strong. I was built for this, for the back road wars, for the locked door scars and the slamming floors, for the loss that stings and the pride that climbs, for the line you draw and the one I cross every time. Yeah, I'm stormproof, fire-tested, tight fist. You can't shake what was made like this. I don't flinch, I persist, 'cause I was built for this. Hey, 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 hey. Call it crazy, call it fate, but I was born to shoulder weight. Let the world try knocking me down, I get up and shake the ground. I was built for this, for the burning blast, for the mile-long run and the shadowed past, for the tears to fight the fate
Hope you enjoyed that.
That was a little more from Nature Coast. That was some of the people that attended there. Some of them were our friends. There were vendors that we got there.
Vendors,
We had
people we met.
Letterfly giving you a sloppy kiss.
Yeah.
Heather pointing at the sign saying "No more swamp ass."
No more swamp ass.
No more swamp ass.
They make some great seat. What is it? A cushion that no more swamp ass.
Yeah, no,
makes.
it's has a lot of airflow around it because it's like waffled.
Yeah.
And it has a covering on it that's like lets air breathe. So when you sit on it, if you're doing a long ride, you wind up not getting swamp ass. Simple as that, you know. So it's guys all over the place. I've seen them in a lot of rallies.
I want one for my bike.
Okay, next time we go out, we'll get you one for
try
the bike.
one,
The
yeah.
problem is with your Can-Am though, it's like buying European parts from a Harley dealer.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
Nobody can do
nothing
it.
ever fits right.
So look who got a new bike.
All right, Al picked up a new bike. We'll be
Al
riding
Lights
around
picked
this
up a
weekend.
new bike. What did you get,
Yeah, Al,
Al?
you need to tell us what you got because that's
What did you
nice.
get, Al? Do tell.
Because he had the Dyna, and the Dyna went down twice, and then he had the Road King, I think.
Right. Give us all the logistics.
Mhm.
Spit it out, my friend. Spit it out. All right, guys. We are celebrating our 5th wedding anniversary.
Yes.
And also
Which
my
just passed.
57th birthday.
Yep, our wedding anniversary is March 11th. We were married at the Cackleberry Campgrounds at the end of Bike Week. To Kiss, I Was Made for Loving You, which is how
Because
it's
you
all-
were made for loving me.
I got
baby.
lipstick on me. I can feel it.
It's not bad.
Not too bad.
No.
Really? Not too bad. You can't see it so white, but there's red all over this. But I love you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I was made for loving you,
That's
baby.
right. And then on the 21st, coming up here real soon, Heather is celebrating her. Let's click on Al.
my 57th.
Picking up a new bike yesterday. We'll be riding around this weekend. What did it say? Love you both. Still didn't tell us, Al.
What'd you get?
Yeah, you're blowing up the stream, but you're not telling me what kind of bike you got.
What did you get,
I picked up
Al?
the new bike and everything else.
We love you too.
I want to know what
But we want to know what you
I want
got.
to know, and our listeners want to know what kind of bike
All
you
our
got.
listeners are waiting anxiously. We want to know what you got.
Anytime you get a new bike, that's always a great experience anyway. But the thing is, I'll never sell my CVO. I love my CVO. Absolutely.
I don't
adore it.
think
It's
you'll
one of-
ever sell that Ducati.
No, because it's nice having a go fast bike and a Cholo lowrider. I mean, because you cover so many bases. That
Yeah.
way. Those are the two bikes I own. I have a Ducati Diavel 1260S that's all tuned and done and everything else from Ducati. And then I have my 2010 CVO Softail. And that bike is, shoot, I put tens of thousands of dollars into that bike. And I've had Perowitz spray it. I mean, it took us 6 months to get that fender back. But, what's nice is if I feel like going low and slow and traveling around one of them twisty roads and things like that, that's always fun to be able to do, especially if you're on, just if you want to go 55 miles an hour and go through like those nice
Low and slow,
canopied
baby.
roads. You can just travel low and slow. But let's say I got to get on the expressway, which we have the Veterans Expressway we can pick right up here in town, and I need to boogie at 80, 85 miles an hour and zip in and out of traffic. The CVO just ain't going to do that. No, not when I'm rolling with 18 inches. I'm right about here. Yeah, that feels comfortable. Right about, if you can see it. There you go. Right about here. Yeah, right about here is where I'm at on that bike because I can feel it. And at 75 miles an hour, if anybody out there likes to ride with apes like I do, 75, 80 miles an hour with my windscreen in between them, you get a little bit of this. And the bike just can it do it? Yeah, but no. See, the Ducati, on the other hand, I could fall asleep at 85 miles an hour with cruise control on that bike. So if I have to zip in and out of traffic and things like that, and I feel like going fast, I got the Ducati. If I don't, I got my Cholo. That's
and
the name
you're
of the
ready
bike.
to go. And
Daisy
then I'm right
Ducati.
along next to
We name
you.
all our bikes because I got Daisy Ducati, you got Daisy Dukes, Daisy Ducati, and then my father-in-law bought me like the gayest hoodie in the world. Daisy on it. I'm like, no, I can't do it. It's bad enough that I have a vape that's pink, and I will sit there and I'll vape that in front of the toughest bikers. I don't care, but it's nice having a range of motorcycles that you can go by. I know a lot of people don't have that luxury, and I'm lucky I do. But it's always fun. And then you got Heather over here with her Can-Am. And she keeps up with me. This crazy woman over here, I could be doing 120. I'll look behind me in a rearview mirror, and there's this one right here, riding behind me on the
behind him on his rear end.
On a Can-Am at 120 miles an hour. Sometimes I go slow.
Spanking my bike. Spanking the monkey.
Sometimes I go slow because I'm worried about you behind me. Jeez.
Spank that monkey.
Yeah. Spank the monkey. Spank the monkey.
Let's show you another video. Let's go. We got another one. Let's show you from Nature Coast, Florida.
We got a couple.
Nature
We got the next
Coast.
two are from Nature Coast.
Well, they ask me why I sound like this, with a 6-string growl and a hammer fist twist. Why I talk back when I should behave. Why I show up loud like I'm digging a grave. I say, son, I ain't here for your rules or permission. I was raised up proud on a rebel ignition. 'Cause I was born to raise hell. It's in my bones. Cranking Skinner loud on a rotary phone. My daddy drank whiskey, my granddad did too. So don't be surprised when I howl like a fool. I don't sit in silence, I don't play it small. This outlaw blood don't blend at all. You call it trouble, I call it tradition. I was born to raise hell, it's a family tradition. Wine in a 3-piece suit, I shotgun beer and scuffed up boots. You can keep your manners and your champagne crowd. I'd rather two-step with the bar lights down. They said you're too rough, I said damn right. I was cut from leather and Friday night. 'Cause I was born to raise hell, it's in my name. Ain't here for clout, I ain't playing no game. My mama lit fires and my uncle raised Cain. So don't look shocked when I dance in the rain. I don't fold and run. I'm the tailgate preacher with a loaded gun. You call it reckless, I call it conviction. I was born to raise hell, it's a family tradition. Bloodline's got moonshine veins, Bible in the dash, but we sin just the same. We ain't rude, just real, and real don't change. So if that's too much, stay out of my lane. I was born to raise hell, stomp the floor, let the devils know what I came here for. From the sawdust bars to the county fair, you'll hear my name in the midnight air. I don't fit in and I've never tried. Got boot marks deep in my hometown pride. You call it chaos, I call it religion. I was born to raise hell, it's a family tradition. Yeah, we don't break, we raise hell and pass it down.
There you go. Now that was part of the
Nature Coast.
Florida Nature Coast Beard Contest.
That was no, those are some of the winners from the bike contest too.
The Rat's Hole Bike Contest.
Yeah, the Rat's Hole was there. That girl that said, "I'm Beer Bitch and I'm with Beer Bitch."
Yeah. And then there was Carrie, Chuck's friend that rides with him.
Yes.
Carrie.
Yep.
She was the beautiful girl in the
the
bikini.
model. And we have one more video that has her on there too. So
Yes,
yes,
we'll show that one in just a minute. And then we had then there was the tattoo contest.
Oh yeah,
the men's and women's tattoo
I got
contest.
to see my friend Jerry Peck running around with his shirt off. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was more than we needed to see. All right, we got one more to show you. Let's rock this one. All right, guys, remember that's what we do, media specialists.
That's right. We do the I do the shots. Heather throws everything together.
I make the videos, we
Mhm.
take the pictures, and then we make those videos. We're media specialists. We come out to your events and we do all of these things. We run your page, we do all of it, especially for you.
Yeah.
And that's what we love to
Yeah,
do.
that was the winners from the Rat's Hole competition, and
At the floor.
and that model that's Chuck's friend,
Yes, Carrie.
Carrie. So that was Carrie, the beautiful model that was on there, and all the winners from the Rat's Hole bike contest.
At the Florida Nature Coast.
And that was
Bike
just a sample of some of the bikes that were there.
Yeah, and that was a lot of fun. I
Yes,
like
it
the
was.
one that I'm Charlie Kirk.
Oh yeah, I'm with Charlie. I think that was Rhino's bike. I think that was Rhino's bike.
It was.
Yeah, I think that was Rhino's bike. Our friend
It
Rhino.
was Rhino's bike.
Yeah,
He
Rhino's.
won.
Yeah, he did win one of the. That was a huge guy that was sitting next to Carrie. That was like 6'2" and 300 pounds.
Yeah. All right, guys, it's come time for our wonderful special guests.
Yeah.
I'm so excited because now is when we get to learn the nitty gritty. Oh my goodness. Yeah, baby. All right, Sloan, are you ready for this? If you are, give us a thumbs up. All right, he's ready.
Let's bring him on.
Let's bring him to the trenches.
Yeah,
Let's try. You want that one?
Yeah, let's do that one because you can see it's
Let's
better.
see this one.
There we
Yeah.
go.
It's a little bit too much. Let's
That
go to the
one,
next
that's
one.
this one.
Yeah, we had to kind of figure. There we go. How you doing, Sloan?
Doing well, doing well.
Now, all right, everyone.
Pleasure to meet
all right.
you.
All right, everyone.
Yes.
Tonight we have someone who literally brings the party wherever he goes. Sloan, the traveling bartender. So, Sloan, how does someone become the traveling bartender?
Take the shot, get the job.
Simple enough.
Honestly, it's I get that question asked quite a bit of how to get into it, this and that, to where it's honestly just like a normal job. Apply where you want to get into in a rally of where you want establishment you want to work, and once you're in, you kind of just got to build your work ethic, and then you can start getting more and more gigs within just the invites. Really, no, there's no secret sauce.
Okay. At what moment? You want one?
All right. Yeah. When did you start? What age did you start this at?
Yeah.
I started about 15 years ago. I was 25, basically 25, 26 at the time. And it's just one of those things. I never imagined this would be what I do now for a living. I have consistently and full time now for 12 years. And the first 3 years was just kind of doing out in Sturgis, basically that, and getting my name out there and work ethic and getting to meet people. And then that's after year 3 is when the offers just started coming left and right across the bar. So it was a neat experience. I saw the opportunity, made the jump, downsized in life because I do live the van life and tour around the United States and do all this, and just kind of made the jump and making it work.
Yeah, I've got somebody here. Her name's Lexi Six, and we happen to know her. She wants to know what places take no experience because she always has trouble finding ones that are willing to. She wants to get into this business.
That definitely can be an issue with a lot of them. If anything, just getting your foot in the door with that company and actually, like I said, proving your work ethic. It could be just running trash, if anything. Because my first year, I was offered basically as a lifeguard out in Sturgis, when it was the Broken Spoke pool. Now it's the Full Throttle pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I rode my 83 Shovelhead out there expecting to get a sweet tan and blow the whistle at people and tell them to stand up because it's only a 4-foot pool. But I got out there, they hired a professional lifeguard, and they had a bartending position open, originally what I wanted. And I could tell that she was skeptical of it, actually, of hiring me. And I told her I've done festivals of serving beer or beer tubs, stuff like that. So I literally told her, I'm going to be on property. If you need me for anything, let me know. And they actually found a position for me as a VIP cocktail server. And that's how I kind of got in the door. And then the next year is when they offered me a full-on bartending position. So it could just be a beer tub type person for a little while if you want, and just work up the ranks a little bit. I mean, it's me being a male, I'd suggest it's more or less of going into bar backing first and learning the business that way, and then jumping up to bartending. But I was lucky and fortunate enough to where I did not have to bar back, but I do now on some events, and I appreciate it because it's those guys work hard.
Yeah. And you know what I realized? I did this for a very short time when I was younger, way younger.
You're like 19, weren't you?
Yeah, way younger. Thanks. Thanks. Asshole. VIP cocktail waitressing. People do not realize how hard that really is. They think when you say, in Miami, they think when you say VIP that you are getting your feet massaged and it's all easy. They don't realize how hard those people really are.
Yep. And we're
oh my God. They
into
come with a rider.
Yeah. Into a club style, it's a little bit different where I was VIP cocktail serving at the Broken Spoke. So I was serving drinks to, presidents of MC clubs to CEOs of companies and stuff like that. And they're getting served a drink by a shirtless cowboy. They're like, this ain't the tits I was looking to see, but you got a good personality.
That's funny. Now, being a man in this business, I was saying that before. I was in the A block. I was saying that before.
I like your kids.
We know a lot of rally girls that will go from rally to rally and either participate in the contests for money for that, for bikini contests and stuff. How does a guy, like you're saying, as a man, like I'm a male nurse. So for me, it's a little bit, different because I'm with, women all the time and stuff like that. It's a different experience. How, as a man, has it been different for you than as like a woman trying to do the same thing?
Within it, biker rallies and stuff that I do, it's more of a male populated aspect. So the females are going to have a better chance of honestly getting jobs, stuff like that. And me coming in as a male is definitely a different spectrum with it all. And I kind of knew that. And actually, when I first rode to Sturgis, I kind of had that vision. It's like there's a lot more female riders nowadays. And to be honest, there's nothing for them to look at behind the bar. Maybe I could change this a little bit.
Exactly.
And that was kind of the thought of it. And then once it started happening, it was just it just blossomed from there, really.
Oh.
And I've seen some other guys try to get into the aspect of the traveling bartending too. And at rallies, I don't know if it's just that your style, your niche, your look, this and that can may take you a long ways with it. So it's kind of impossible, but not really in a way. I mean, I encourage anybody to try it and do it for sure. I mean, we just in Daytona, we ended up bringing another male bartender at the Broken Spoke, and they actually approached me, asked me if I'd be okay with that. And I was totally fine. I have what I'm not going to be one to, stop someone from making money and coming and having a cool experience. Definitely. That's not me or my attitude towards any of that. So it's kind of a different spectrum within it all. And a lot of times when I have people come to my bar that I've never served them, they do get a little bit of a different look at me for sure. But I also look at them and say, okay, you're looking at the wrong things. I'm here to serve you drinks. Let's have a good time. I'm a rider just like you. We can talk about bikes. We can talk about the girls, whatever you want, man. And after a while, and also don't pay attention to me. Pay attention to what happens around my bar, and you'll have a lot more entertainment.
Now, did you teach yourself how to pour drinks, or did you go underneath somebody and learn, or did you just pick it up from going to the rallies?
To be honest with you, I never started going to the rallies until I started working. I mean, I attended one or two of them, and serving drinks in itself, I was kind of just a natural at it. Mm-hmm. Once I started picking up more and more jobs, obviously I started studying more of proper pours, maybe adding a little flair, best customer service.
Mixology.
Yeah, in a way, mixology, yes. Mixologists are kind of a different style I would put into it because I'm more of a volume aspect. I'm looking to push out anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 drinks in an 8 to 10 hour shift.
Plus your personality.
Yep, that can go a long ways too. I'm a people person. During the rally, after the rally, I'm not so sure I like people.
You're right. Yeah, I've seen some of your pictures, and we'll get into that in a minute. We'll get into your pictures. pictures. But John hit it on the nail. It's true. You bring a lot to the table that us ladies, we didn't really have at the bar scene.
Mhm.
And I'll prove you right here and now. I've got a few different girlfriends that all happen to have heard of you when I
Okay.
said you were coming on the show, and they have heard of you at different rallies.
Yeah,
Angel City, you do Angel City, don't you?
I have once. Yes.
Okay, my friend
Yep.
was at Angel City. She knows you at Angel City. She has a picture with you at Angel City.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wish you could have got that. Oh man,
Yeah.
I wish you could have got that picture.
And
Hey,
then I have
that's some kind of neat and unique things that along from me doing this for so many years is honestly all the pictures that I've been taking with people. It's very cool and feel very honored to do that because I have people that are sending me pictures from 2013, 2016, my first year when I had a clean shave and shaved face and just a baby face. Stuff like that. And people repetitively year after year after year coming to take a picture with me. That's a neat thing. And I always get asked,
You're absolutely right because a lot of times we'll get fans that'll do this. And I mean, I don't even remember the picture. I'll remember where it was taken, but
Yep.
I may not remember the face of the person, but yet they're sending me a picture with them or a picture with you.
Yeah,
Matter of
it's
fact,
great.
we got one just yesterday.
Yeah.
The same way when
Yeah.
we're on the High Seas Rally on the cruise.
Yes.
Somebody we met on a cruise because we're sponsored by Born to Ride. And it was just awesome. So I want you to ask you a question. What is your favorite spot or your favorite rally you go to?
actually, it's my next one. I'm actually out in Arizona right now. I drove cross country just the last 5 days from Daytona Beach, Florida to out here and up in Cave Creek at the Roadhouse and somewhere in Cave Creek, basically. And
Oh, that sounds
it's
beautiful.
one of my favorite ones. It's the people that I work for, the company, they treat me like family. It's amazing. The people are amazing. The weather, you can't beat it. I mean, it was 95, I think, today
Wow.
out here. I mean, it's a little bit hot, but it's great out here. I mean, you can, and within a 10-minute ride, you can be out in the mountains and actually riding your motorcycle. Or if you want to come into Cave Creek, I mean, we take over the whole town. It's unbelievable to how much traffic that comes in throughout the 9 days that we're there. And one of the things too I like about it, it's a day rally. So I start basically at 11 o'clock in the morning and go till maybe 7, 8 o'clock at night. And when the sun goes down, everybody kind of goes home in a way, or goes down into Scottsdale at Dirty Dogs or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's the desert. It swings for like 40 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
It can get cold.
Florida.
Like Burgess does.
Oh, geez. Yeah, up in South Dakota. It's the
Where
same
you
way.
see that, yeah.
Exactly,
Well,
exactly.
I'm going to show a picture that you had given me, and
Okay.
this is what makes me think of where you are right now.
Yeah, that's actually on the edge of the Badlands.
Ah, we love the Badlands.
Yeah, I ended up finding some dispersed camping about 3-4 years ago, right before you get into the Badlands, just south of Waldrug, like 4 miles. It's
Mhm.
first come, first serve. And that was honestly this last year, that was my old van that I lived in. Now I got a new one because that one broke down in September.
Probably from too much use.
Well, I was living in it for 9 years. It definitely lived a good life.
Well, this is a beautiful picture.
That's actually one I'll probably print off and frame and hopefully have it in my house someday when I build that.
That is gorgeous, just gorgeous. And it just makes me think, like you said, the Badlands. We've been there. We love the Badlands.
Driving into the Badlands was crazy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well, I was 53 feet towing into that up and down the mountains. That was nuts.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It was Cedar Pass, I think was the name of the road. And it was one thing that said bump. We hit the bump, and next thing you know, we ripped stuff off the back.
It was crazy.
Now show another picture of them.
Okay, we got some more. Let me show you this one. And you can tell us a little bit about
No,
it.
you gotta remove that one first. Yeah, there you go.
That one, I do believe I was traveling to Thailand.
Oh,
Thailand.
wow. Tell us
Yeah.
a little bit about Thailand.
Yeah, we're basically, I travel, I try to get out of the country. I only have actually Alaska and Hawaii to check off within the United States.
Wow.
Yep. Honestly, the rallies have taken me a lot of places, and usually after Sturgis, I'll go to the East or West Coast and, do some exploring on my time off and live simple in the van and get back to nature type stuff. But Thailand was amazing. It was a solo trip. I've always wanted to do the solo trip for the last probably 5 to 6 years. And I finally pulled the pin last year, and I was over there for 45 days.
Damn.
It was amazing. Yep. Basically picked 6 different locations within the country and traveled throughout the whole thing, a week in each station area.
Oh my God.
Did you go with somebody or just by yourself?
No,
And
solo.
No, I just went by myself.
No,
Yeah,
I mean, when you get there, did you have like somebody tell you? Wow.
no,
That's
it was
incredible.
it was very neat experience, and you kind of find yourself a little bit with that and realize how big the world is and how much more stuff is out there to go see, not just
Yeah.
within the United States aspect, but a cool thing that ended up happening. I was in Phuket, Thailand, walking down the street, and I actually heard my name. I looked. You got to be kidding me! I can't believe who knows me in Thailand. I'm on the other side of the world. No, what's happening? Here, it was actually a good friend of mine, Jay Allen, the original creator and owner of Broken Spoke Saloon, that I've been working with
God.
for how many years. And we both made eye contact and we were like, what are you doing here? This is insane. And it was a cool experience to actually run into someone that's an actual friend over there. So yeah, we went bar hopping for about 5 hours, had some drinks and talked about business and life and stuff like that. It was very neat.
Too cool. Too
Yeah.
cool. Those
Yeah.
are stories you're going to have to tell your grandkids if you decide to have some.
If I get there.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a question for you. What's one of the wildest stories that you can share with us that's happened to you?
Well,
yeah, remember
Or funniest, either one.
funniest? Okay, let's go with funniest. Basically, this would have been probably 10 years ago. After the Broken Spoke and Full Throttle, ended up switching positions. I ended up getting down at Iron Horse, and hopefully I'm going to be there again this year at Sturgis. And ended up working with 2 girls, Sam and Danny, friends of mine. And at their bar, stuff can get a little wild. And, 10 years ago, stuff was a little bit different.
Boy, wasn't it?
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, one day I ended up deciding to wear my kilt, because that's just, a different costume, you could say, or different character that I wanted to present. And I had this one lady, she kept on asking, well, what do you wear underneath the kilt?
Oh,
Like, well, on a good day, I wear lipstick. And she kind of laughed at that, Okay. And then she wouldn't drop it. I'm like, okay. The next time I said, I'm wearing boots. That's it. And she still wouldn't take it. I'm like, I'm honestly not wearing anything underneath my kilt.
Yeah.
She goes, well, prove it to me. Like, well,
oh, come on.
come on now. No, I'm in a workplace, this and that. I want to be a little more professional at that time. And so I told her, well, you know what? To prove it to you, it's going to be $50.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Yep.
nothing for free. Gas, grass,
Yep.
nothing for
Exactly.
free.
So basically, she turned around to her husband. Basically, and she turns around with $50, hands it to me. She goes, "You're going to prove it to me, right?" I said, "Yeah." I'm like, okay. I cleared a spot off on the bar. I had her, tap the bar. Okay, sit up on the bar. And she's like, "You're going to prove it, right?" I'm like, just hold on. I hopped up on the bar and I said, I basically grabbed her head, lifted up my kilt, basically tapped her on the forehead with my nuts. And then hopped off the bar. And I said, "There's nothing underneath my kilt, is there?" She goes, "Uh-uh."
I bet you she never did that to anybody again.
Yeah.
Again for another $50 knowing her.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I'm not going to show you. I'm going to prove it to you.
I've heard that story so many times. Chris with his kilt, the drummer that we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we literally.
And he's a redhead.
He's a redhead. Same thing. He's a drummer in a band called Twisted Minds, and he literally during a set had a woman slide on stage with a camera trying to shoot up the drum set.
Oh, wow.
If he had anything underneath it. So yeah, we've heard that crazy story.
Yeah, he's like, I got a red bush.
Oh my God. Now, what was like one of the proudest moments that you went through? I know there's a lot of things involved with this, but what's something that you did that really made you feel proud after one of your events?
Oh my God. I would think, my God, like being in Thailand and
So
oh
even
my
something
God,
like
on a
that.
mountain. In
You know,
Middle-
I'd say the independence that this has brought me, being able to, I mean, I treat it like a business for sure. I mean, I have to, just I keep track of all my finances, this, that, and I live a simple life, but it's been a lot of freedom that I've been blessed with. You know, I've been able to see a lot of my family a little bit more than I would even if I had to go work on the road. I mean, my dad, he bust his ass since he was 16 years old on the ass end of a paver, you know, and I saw that as a little kid. And this was a neat opportunity to not be away as long. I mean, I'm in the
Yeah.
backyard of my aunt and uncle's place right now. I see them, you know, a lot throughout the year, which is very neat. We're going golfing on Thursday. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. You get to
So,
experience things in life that you might not have had to been able to have experienced. And you sound like somebody like we are, where we're just extremely grateful for everything.
Yeah, we are.
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
you
Yeah.
wouldn't find more grateful people.
yeah.
Now,
This is
I got actually a couple bartending questions for you. What
sure.
was like the craziest drink that anybody ever asked you to drink? And do you have a signature drink?
Or do you drink at all? Like we
Uh,
don't drink, but
I,
we're just
I
like,
drank a little bit here and there. Yes, tequila is pretty much my choice.
Mhm.
wow, really? Most
yeah.
people say I don't drink
Yeah.
tequila.
Like, what was
Yeah.
the craziest drunk request you got?
Like drink request.
Or a drink, or like just somebody being drunk and just going, and just like something crazy with that. Like something
Half,
behind the bar that's happened.
half the time, a lot of people don't. They might be their first rally, and they might be more of a city person. They come in and they order like martinis. I just sit there and laugh at them. I'm like, you do know where you're at, but I have vodka, rum, whiskey, and tequila. That's
And a
my
slippery
bottles.
orgasm if you're lucky.
Oh my god!
You know, yeah. Stuff like that. So I can't get too fancy with stuff. Signature drink that I've kind of created. I call it the Sloan Special because I'm the only one that knows how to make it. And
Okay.
you got to come back to me to get it too. So you know,
There
kind
you
of a
go.
business move.
There you go. That
But
was fun.
it's more or less of me catering towards females. And I asked basically like they want something sweet. I said, do you want something on that like you feel like you're on an island somewhere? And I can usually make it with rum or vodka. So give them those choices, and I ask if they trust me. We just met. They usually say yes, which is surprising.
Yeah.
And then I serve them the drink and ask them after their first taste, and I haven't had anybody turn it down.
I've seen the pictures of the ladies that have come around. I've seen the ones on your Instagram, some of these other pictures. Boy, these are some happy women out there.
You know,
And it's great
to see them
that.
smile too is pretty
Exactly.
neat.
It's so nice to see their smiles, because John and I, we work the rallies and we do Biketoberfest and we do Bike Week out
And
at
And
Cackleberry.
Sturgis.
And we go to Sturgis and we go to the Buffalo Chip and we work that. So I get to see John when he photographs all the ladies, and the different contests we do, and you know how it is at past midnight, how some of these contests get to be.
Oh yeah.
Fire the cameraman.
Fire the cameraman.
That's our new saying, but we can't show boobs.
And so John gets to be, you know, he's the photographer and he gets great shots and he enjoys it, but he also has respect.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot for me to ever shoot. So, you know, bring it on. God bless.
Yeah, but we like to get pictures with the models with me too.
Yeah, I love to do that.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Anytime we'll get a shot with me with a model, everyone's like, "What did your wife think about you getting a shot with that beautiful woman?" I'm like, "Who do you think took the shot?"
Who's behind the camera? Yep.
Exactly.
One right here.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have any jealousy.
Do you have any events coming up? I mean, that you're going to be at that you can talk to
Yeah, and
people
how
about?
do people find you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're basically all my social medias tag in itself is Sloan Fit #1, Sloan Fit 1 on social media within Instagram, YouTube, actually kind of getting that going as well with my van builds and tours and stuff, and Facebook really. And right now looking at Cave Creek within the Roadhouse. Then I go and end of April, beginning of May is Thunder Beach in Panama City Beach, Florida, then Myrtle Beach at Suckbang Blow, the Barrel House in Sandusky, Ohio. And then I just picked up a gig in Tennessee of actually doing a 3-day rodeo at a buddy's resort that I had out there. That's kind of the spring season, you could say.
Yeah. Now, is it a biker rodeo or a horse rodeo?
No, it'll be a regular country horse rodeo.
Okay,
So,
because I used to show horses, so I love
okay.
I love either biker rodeo, horse
Mhm.
rodeo, or hell, put them together and let's
Everybody
have
has
a
a
damn
bartender.
good time.
And everybody
Yeah.
is bartender for those events. Too.
Yeah.
So that's always cool that you're able to do that and go around and live the simple life and just being able to do that. I mean, I just really think that that's a cool idea.
I know, and your pictures,
Yeah.
you show that.
Well, you're
Now I
saying
wanted to
shape,
ask
too.
you about this picture. What is that?
Yeah, I did send you that one because that was a kind of you could say like a proud moment, like you asked earlier.
Yeah.
What was it 2 years ago up in Laconia? And Michael Lichtner, who I'm sure you
Oh,
know.
I know
of.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know
Yep,
him.
very talented photographer. Ended up asking me if I wanted to do a photo shoot with him for Harley Davidson, and it
Oh,
was actually the glasses, so like the prescription and sunglasses and stuff like that. So we ended up doing the photo shoot, and I had no idea what they were going to do with the pictures. And then would have been basically a year ago, Daytona. I had some regulars that came up to me and they showed me that picture. Like, we saw you in Harley Davidson. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And yeah, I'm on a display on Harley Davidson aspects of things. And then the girl that actually ran the shoot, she came and said hi in Daytona just a couple weeks ago. And she said that there's actually a banner of me now at the Harley Davidson in Milwaukee.
wow.
Yeah.
That is
So
something to really
Yeah,
be
because
proud
Michael
of.
Lichter's he's a spot on photographer.
Yeah, Michael's awesome.
yeah. So he's the one that took that picture, and I'm on display at the I think most Harley Davidsons across the United States, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, it is.
That is damn cool.
Yeah.
I'll show you my favorite shot. Your smile is incredible.
Thank you. Yes. I was blessed with my mom and dad giving me braces when I was younger. So
Oh
Got
yeah, I
perfect-
had
got
braces
perfect teeth
too.
now.
Yep,
Now it's perfect teeth.
yep. And a night brace and a retainer.
You had
Yep.
a retainer and headgear.
Yep, yep. I had the headgear. I had it
I
all.
didn't know that. Now I see you go by Sloan Fit. It looks like you're in good shape. Do you also do like gym stuff on your channel and things like that, or no?
I'd say that's probably more of my passion. I was actually a corporate personal trainer for 12 years for
Wow.
Gold's Gym and Lifetime Fitness in the meantime. And that's when I kind of started making the transition over into the rallies, because I was working that stuff. Then I planned my exit and ran my own personal training business. And then the rallies kind of kicked off. So I kind of pushed that to the side. I still work with people online. I want to work with people that are basically wanting it, not necessarily cold selling everybody, because that's what
Yeah.
that corporate industry was. And I didn't like it. So within the fitness, that's kind of more of a passion. What I kind of promote most within the Instagram or Facebook and stuff like that. And I'm traveling, living in a van and able to stay in shape. So if
Yeah.
I can do it, I think
Yeah.
anybody can do it. It's just a lot of priorities that can come along with that too.
Especially with going to the rallies, because John and I are gym rats.
Yeah.
And we weren't always that way. John used to be 300 pounds.
That's why I
and
keep
I
the weight
was
off.
70 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah.
And we got together and we've worked
You're
out
heavy. You're
ever
like-
since.
About 90. You're about 90 pounds. You weren't quite that low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
But still, see, with her, she's hypermetabolic. This one can eat constantly
I
all day
eat
long
like a
and lose
horse,
weight.
man. I
Yeah.
mean, I will put grown men under the table.
I can
Yeah.
look at food and put on weight. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why I go to gym at least 3 to 4 days a week, and I always try to.
And I go like every day.
Yeah, she goes a lot. We do that, and I do that to keep the weight off and things like that, because I haven't put on a single pound since 2017 when I lost all the weight, and I'm kind of proud of that. And like I said, I don't go to get big and bulky. I just go
No.
stay fit and just to be able to keep the weight off, because so
Yeah.
I can eat a little bit more of what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and everybody has those different goals within everything too, and that's what I like about it. Nobody's the same. I
No.
call myself the other success story, because I used to be 134 pounds at 6'2".
Wow.
I've had a trouble putting on weight, and I don't want to put on bad weight. So now I'm sitting at 200 pounds at 6'3". I mean, see, that was my younger years, and now I'm hitting 41 in July and still in decent shape, I would think. And when you put that dynamic into a biker rally, it's a little bit different, but also that's what I like to
Exactly.
promote. And, people sitting at my bar, I have no problem, let's talk about fitness, food, all that stuff. I love to eat. I love to cook.
Mhm.
It's all interesting things that can maybe help someone along the way too.
That's why
Yep.
I do what I do. I've just written a book, and I'm somebody that survived an MVA that almost
Traumatic
took
brain
my
injury.
life. I'm a traumatic brain injury
That's another reason why she
survivor,
goes to the gym.
and I've had 2 strokes.
That's why she goes to the gym, because if not, she has the ataxic gait and stumbles to the left, especially when she's tired. So by going to the gym and staying fit and working bilaterally, she was able to increase her gait skills and be able to walk a lot better.
And
after her
ride
stroke.
and ride and still do what I do. And I'm such a believer in just working out and getting up and getting out and living life.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, if you sit around, it's just not going to happen.
That's
No.
true. All righty, Sloan. So if anybody wants to get a hold of you, tell them one more time where your site is, how to get a hold of you, and probably where your next event is.
Yeah, next event, we'll start with that, is in Cave Creek, Arizona, up at the Roadhouse. And also our sister bar is the Hideaway, also just a couple blocks down the way. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, basically Sloan Gager on Facebook. Instagram is Sloan, SLOAN, FIT, and then the number 1, not letters. And same thing on YouTube in itself. Those are pretty much the ones that I promote the most. I do have a TikTok as well, but I haven't hopped on that since COVID. I fell in that loophole on that one.
All right.
All right,
Well,
well,
it's been
well,
a true
hey,
pleasure.
thank you so much for being on the show. It was wonderful speaking with you, and I hope I bump into you at any of the upcoming
Yeah,
rallies.
we might
Absolutely.
see you in Sturgis.
Yeah,
We'll
Sturgis,
be out
because we have
there.
Leesburg coming up next.
Yeah, we do have
You
Leeds.
guys got Leesburg. Yeah, we're Sturgis. Yep. Hopefully I'll be down at Iron Horse. I have to apply to that every year. So still waiting on the acceptance letter. So hopefully that's going to happen. And you guys are at the Buffalo Chip.
we
Surprisingly,
are.
15 years out there, and I've never made it into the Buffalo Chip yet.
You've got
Wow.
to come out there. It's
Yeah,
so
I'm
much
I'm
fun.
working 14, 16-hour days.
We
Yeah,
understand.
we're the same way, but we have to, either I'm editing or I'm shooting or I'm
Yep.
editing or posting. So even though you might not see me out there, it's the same way. I'll be in my bus sitting there trying to get everything online.
And
everything.
then
Yeah.
working out in between all of that.
That's hard.
Try to, yes. Get it
Yeah.
all in.
Well, Sloan, thank you for being on the show. It was wonderful
Yes.
bumping into your brother. I wish you the best of luck with everything you do, and I hope I bump into you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Definitely come say hi, and I'll do the same type style. And thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
thank you very
God
much,
bless.
Sloan. See you
All
later,
right.
brother.
Yep.
Well, that was Sloan Fit right there. I'll tell you right now, that's a wonderful guy.
Yeah,
That's
what a neat man.
What a nice guy. And really, for serving all your bartender needs,
And
especially
not
for
to
you.
mention great stories, and
Uh-huh.
probably with a lot of help, because we learned so much about him tonight.
Yes.
He's got all of these wonderful attributes.
Yes, and if you want to find him, he just gave you everything that you need to go to be able to find him online. Follow him, and maybe you'll bump into him at one of the rallies that you go to too, and say hi. Say, hey, I saw you on the John Heather Show. Hi, Sloan. So there you go, guys.
That's right. And take a picture.
All right. Well, we want to say thank you for watching the show. Keep it shiny side up,
Rubber side down.
and remember, adventure.
Before dementia.
Deuces, buddy.
Deuces.